question from Afika Safwa Zahari. What's the difference between Zionism and colonialism?
Colonialism, if you look at the history of the world over the last 500 years, 600 years, you will see that there is really a turning point. I use the example, I use 1492 when Columbus so-called discovers America as a starting point for this. They say Columbus discovered America. He didn't. There were millions of people there before him. And there were even Europeans there before him. The Vikings have been there. What Columbus did was he inaugurated the conquest of the Americas, North, Central, and South, which followed inexorably from that, in the search for gold and land and so on. And that inaugurated a process that became global. That one European country after another established colonies. The Dutch, for example, established colonies in Brazil, in the far north, in the far south, South Africa, and in the far east, from their point of view, what is now the Dutch East Indies became Indonesia and so on. The British were the most successful because they were economically the strongest and ended up ruling about a third of the world. This was colonialism, and it reached its height at the end of the 19th century and the beginning of the 20th century, when they conquered and divided up Africa amongst them. The latter part of the 20th century saw colonialism undermined, with at least formal independence being gained by many countries of the global south. They got formal independence. They were often still economically dominated, economically colonized by the imperial powers. But within that, so Zionism is a political ideology that emerged among European Jews in the late 19th century. So it's a much more limited phenomenon. But in order to establish a state for themselves in historic Palestine, they had to make an alliance with colonialism. They had to become agents of colonialism. That's why they're colonial settlers. That's how I see the relationship between it.